Okay, welcome everybody to the 8:30 a.m. draw of the Potomac Junior Bonspiel.
Coffee in hand.
Coffee in hand
Yes.
everywhere.
This morning's games brought to you by our sponsors, Coffee and Ibuprofen.
We're going to feature on Sheets B and C our semifinals of our competitive events. Team Lappert versus Dauernheim and Team Best versus Team Dial. And on our outside sheets, we have what we're calling the D event of the competitive division and the house event of the developmental division. So we'll keep you updated on all of those games throughout the day. Doing a few practice slides.
Handshakes and coin flips.
Light banter through the glass and with each other. Everybody's been having a good time. They all kind of have been doing some pleasant banter.
Mostly pleasant.
It's early for them, too, though. Yeah. This is not as rowdy as it was for yesterday afternoon's games.
Or for the nuclear curling we played last night, which is a fun and interesting variation on the sport.
I was semi-disappointed we didn't stream that I saw.
Oh. Next year.
He would have had to find commentators who could explain it, and nobody in the warm room knew what was going on.
Did the people on the ice even know what was going on?
Some of them had an inkling of what they were supposed to do.
The man with the megaphone knew what was going on, and that's all you really need.
Until that second game that went on for half an hour, those kids knew what they were doing and knew the strategy.
And that game involves throwing rocks across ice as far as sheet A to the other side on sheet D and vice versa.
Yes, from your hack you can throw to any house at the opposite end of the ice to try and hit your other team out.
But back to the future game. We've got rocks in play on sheet A already.
Sheet D is still trying to flip a coin. That's the.
I was just going to say that our developmental teams have been somewhat. They've been learning pace of play quite well, but they're of course behind the competitive teams because the competitive teams are more used to playing. Full games and such, but
Sheet C is underway now.
And looking like
Team Lappert throwing the first rocks there.
Team Best won the coin toss.
Team Lappert's on sheet B.
Oh, sorry,
Dial.
Dial.
Their jackets are similar, though.
They're all wearing black with white lettering on the back. Very.
Sheet B, Lappert does have and will be throwing the red rocks. Which means that Corinne Grohs will be throwing the first rock.
And for Team Dauernheim, we're seeing that their skip today is actually Andrew Hooper, who usually plays Vice. They've switched it up for this game.
I was told a lot of this spiel is as much about building rapport and dynamic between teammates as it is the competition itself. So changing up your team.
Competitive division is just more of experience than truly
aspiration.
I want to destroy you competitive. Not really much of that going on.
Stanoch with his first rock.
Sheet D is underway as well. Potomac 1 has hammer there.
And that's the team led by young Jeremy Steele, correct?
Yes.
Potomac 1 is red?
Yes, Potomac 1 is the red rocks on sheet D.
Okay. That way when we display all of our sheets, we got the right colors.
That was their lead, Carolyn Fry, throwing the first rock out.
Carolyn Friedman.
Friedman. Did I say Fry?
We only have one Fry.
Yes. Sam Fry is their other lead who played yesterday's games and played very well.
He did.
Except for when he got cold. Had to go inside.
It happens to the best of us.
That was the first game. He warmed up in the second game. Played really well.
I don't know if he probably needed the Brad Guju thermals, you know.
He was asking his dad for warmer shoes.
A lot of the developmental kids were cold yesterday. They were not used to being out there for 2 hours
And we were
straight.
talking about most of them just are wearing street shoes. Not that they were outside in the street, but you know they're not warmer curling shoes made for curling. They're a little bit warmer.
A lot of parents in the warm room did remind them that the harder you sweep, the warmer you get.
Yeah.
Oh, don't I know?
People do make shirts like that. She's like, "Oh, you're cold? Here, let me throw this hogged rock for you."
Yeah, that's a philosophy my skip lives by. That's why I'm wearing nothing but a short sleeve T-shirt most of the time.
It's called throwing it to your sweepers, Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strategy.
And when you play lead and you have to sweep 6 rocks in a row,
good job.
get very warm.
And that's
Warren
why
was
we
about
wear
to throw the wrong rock, but now
layers.
he's corrected it.
But we do
Warren-
have procedures.
Yes, we do. Warren was last night's nuclear curling. Oh no, he came close. He came close.
Not champion.
Not champion.
Second place.
Third place.
Third place.
Yeah. All right, so we're starting to build a house here on sheet B.
Over on sheet C, it's a very hit-heavy game. Pretty clean house, just one biter out on the left side of the house.
Yeah, they started with the rock on the 4-foot and kept playing the ensuing strategy.
And of course, as you say that, they're going to throw a drop.
Whether or not it was on purpose, I don't hate playing a clean hit game in the first end and see what your opponents are capable of.
I also understand not wanting to chase that one on the outside, though. Those are always tricky.
Yeah.
Lots of guards to work with on sheet B, though.
Yeah. And looking like
That
Revel
nice triangle of
West
guards up at the top of the house.
Playing the raise.
Tap, tap.
Tic-tac.
Very nice shot.
Beauty. And reasonably buried behind.
It popped open pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But again, don't really want to chase that one on the outside.
And Andrew Hooper calling the same. Just tap it up, make it closer to the pin. Andrew Hooper joined our club outside the usual juniors channel, but seems to be embracing it.
He confused the heck out of me when he showed up to actually practice it. He shows up to practice at juniors every now and then.
Yeah.
But he is a large person with a beard. And I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, when he first joined the club, he just signed up for Tuesday night adult league, and he looked like one of us. Nobody thought anything of it at first.
Until we realized he was
Until
not
somebody
quite
pointed
18.
it out.
Yeah.
Please
He is
don't
now
buy-
18.
Please don't buy beer for the junior.
Wait, I can come in, draw to the 4-foot.
I think that just them drawing that way.
That one is a bit tight. He's
That-
trying to play through the port.
That
may have
curled
just
quite a lot.
Yeah,
That may just catch the other side of the house.
yeah, that's why you don't give up on it.
Yeah.
Could be sneaky.
Not the shot as called, but a nice 10 feet of curl.
That is hard to tell, but I would take a guess that is in.
Might be just looks like
So
it's in.
the camera's a little,
Yeah.
can be a little deceiving. So I would hazard a guess that is actually biting.
Shall we actually request this officially of Mr. Ken Clark that we can get some telepens for the next
Right?
season?
Get a telestrator.
Yeah. We can circle the rocks for you.
I think we talked about that last year too, how we would love a telestrator. And
Yeah.
well, look where it got us.
Yeah.
No
And just
telestrator.
a little chip.
Well,
Very
now
nice
it's not in.
throw.
yeah. Now it's just out of play.
Yeah.
And the yellow one is in.
Yellow,
Yes.
a little exposed, playable, but
Yeah, the yellow. There's also yellow now biting on the side.
very nice.
This is always a fun one because the lefties can't see quite as much of this as the righty might be able to, but definitely available.
I did not know Henrik was a lefty.
Yep.
We'll have to
They have
remember
two
that.
lefties on that team. The second was a lefty as well.
And Henrik coming out. Sweep hard.
They get it by.
And whoa, 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 the call. which
Oh,
means-
no.
Oh, got a piece of it.
Just
Sheet
enough,
C,
man.
Team Best has really nicely split the house.
Yeah, Team Dial is definitely
They continue
Gotta
to
hit
play
something
the,
now,
They
yeah.
continue to play the hit game
Yeah.
back and forth. Everybody ignoring that rock all the way on the left.
Team Dial has the hammer in this end.
Which, for now, we'll leave them. That draw to the middle is their safety. And speaking of the draw to the middle,
not quite getting buried enough
not
there.
quite.
Henrik's going to have a pretty clear view of that one.
Yeah, this is the good view for the lefty on this one.
Nice clean release. Switching to the push. Looks like he's got a piece of that.
Rolling out and almost taking out the one on sheet C. Nuclear curling rules did not apply.
No bank shots today either.
All right, let's see if they can figure out the ice on this one for the draw. Team Best also looking to take out the Team Dial Stone and stick around somewhere.
Yeah, they're up
If
to
they ever
their 6
roll out,
rocks.
oh, they rolled out.
Oh.
Now we might see him chasing that one on the side 12. Yeah, that's correct. So it looks like actually Team Dial is still.
Yeah, they're going to go for the draw instead of chasing that rock out on the wing.
All right, Corinne and Warren here going all out for weight on this one. Gotta get it in there. Still too much to expose, though.
Yeah, it's
Another
very hittable.
fairly straightforward hit.
And if they can just squeak under those yellows, put
Yeah,
them in a good
that's
position. But plan A, get rid of them.
oh yeah, make contact first. That's what I always tell them. Let's make sure we hit it first. Then we worry about rolling it.
Don't get cute. And we can see Darth Kale back there, monitoring the ice he's made. Immediately the call, yes, that was
Play that one out a little bit. Maybe on the guards.
from here, that's absolutely going to Catch on the yellow. Oh.
Trying to get that one out there, too.
Right.
Oh, but he kind of rolled to guard that one, too.
Yeah.
Yellow might be shot rock now.
Yellow.
Andrew might just want to
hard
go
to
after
tell.
that outside one anyway, just to be sure, and then it's a 3.
Yeah.
It's close, but I would take a guess that still the red rock is shot.
I certainly think so, because they are holding the room behind it.
Yep.
Oh, and there is a little yellow one out there as well.
Yep.
Kind of hidden off the side of the screen that you can't see.
So just left of the broom there. So if the shot is a little hard, a little outside, you've got a chance to chip yourself onto that red.
Redirect, yeah.
But making your opponent throw against 3 is never a bad thing if they have hammer. Or I'll say rarely.
All right, last rock for Andrew Hooper coming down.
Looking good from here. Evan seems
No
to
call
like it.
yet. Just can't be light, though.
Oh, that's
And it's light.
Yeah, that's light. It's slowing down.
Got to get a piece of it.
And this is the hammer on sheet C
Yep,
from
they're
Team Dial.
trying to throw their draw, which I think seems like they had been planning to do all along by ignoring that one on the outside.
Yeah.
Not liking it,
Looks
though.
a little heavy.
Ooh. Yep.
Got to put the brakes on.
No,
Not on this ice.
coasted right through.
So that sneaky little biter on the left winds up scoring.
Team Best gets on the scoreboard first on sheet C. Now we have the
Yeah,
last rock on sheet B.
I think
for
he's still
Lappert.
trying to decide on his what draw path he actually wants here. So they also believe that red is shot rock right now, and they're trying to draw for 2.
And hammer shot on sheet A scores for 2 for Team Harrison.
Light applause from the worm room.
From moms and dads. And final stone out from Lappert.
Well, it's not going around the far outside.
Didn't look like enough ice, but we might be
So
able
now
to
he's
raise
got
up.
to try to get through the hole, which it's
Sweep into
on the
push.
front one first. No, that was a tighter hole than it looked like, just
Yeah.
because of the way those rocks were positioned. So looks like it'll just be 1 point for Team Lappert.
And they both seem to agree that that was the red rock scoring. And yeah. Sheet D, as I learned
Almost
yesterday
ready.
is the name of that sheet, is coming down to Hammerstone as well.
Learn the name of the sheet.
Oh, I've been calling it A all night.
Oh.
Looks like Team Best choosing to play into the house again over on sheet C.
It worked for him last time.
Hey, if it ain't broke.
We are going to have hammer over on D as well. Mike is watching intently now.
Jeremy Steele ready to throw his final rock.
Yeah, yellow's sitting 2 right now. Looks like they're holding the broom to try and nudge that center yellow rock out.
Rock looks good from here. And you see that coming on the top right of your screen, down on that yellow in the
Little
red
wide.
10-foot, a little spicy.
Oops, Hangs a little wide. There'll be 2 yellow for Potomac 3.
Ooh, a little tick shot on our sheet. Sheet B, rather.
And since that
I don't know that they meant to do that, but it looked very
nice
professional.
outcome, yeah.
Got corner guards.
Doesn't look like it's a biter, though. It looks like there's a little bit of white paint.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that if it was, that Team Lappert would be going right after it. But
And that's a biter on sheet C. This rock coming in, looking like it'll come in nicely under.
Team Best's going to go right after
little
that.
spicy.
Too.
And you're hoping to sweep that out the back, and successful.
Gets it.
Shot over on sheet C, coming down on this yellow. And avoid the jam. Very nice.
got mirror images on all the scores. A and D are both 2-0 yellow. B and C are 1-0 red. Very satisfying. It won't last.
We'll
This
enjoy
one
it
also
while
a
it's
little
here.
spicy. Found the fast track on that.
Down the
there.
line, yep.
The ice seems fast on all the sheets this morning.
Thank you to the ice crew.
Yes.
Jamie and I both offered to help with that and were swiftly denied.
Politely rebuffed.
We do
Yeah.
have an excellent ice crew here at the Potomac Curling Club. And this weekend it's all Cale Stilt and Eric Clausen doing that for us.
Henrik seems to believe that weight is all here. Lappert agreeing with him.
Fast path.
And this one will stick
It'll
around,
stay around
despite
there.
Andrews' best attempts.
Slides back to the 12-foot though.
Eric and Cale even deployed the double scrapers today.
Yeah,
Not at the same time.
One to
So we
scrape,
have-
one to nip.
always looking for those efficiencies. And this rock looks like it should do what they want. On this track, nice and easy.
I need to worry about line though. It's also still got a little zip.
Bend a lot. Yeah, and Corinne sweeping for the push.
Just gotta get a piece of it.
That's not quite slowed down enough.
Oh, didn't get a piece of it either.
Well thrown.
On sheet C, they've got a couple guards to work with this end, and Best already has 2 rocks in the back of the house.
Yeah, good strategy by Team Dial. Like, try to
gonna
use
try and
those
draw in
guards.
front of
The ones in the back aren't really gonna, you hope anyway, are not gonna matter.
Yeah. Ignore them. This looking really good. Hard sweeping.
Yeah, look at
Very
that
good
walking
sweeping.
in. Walking in sideways, got to touch the 8-foot guys.
And turning it in to push it in and bury it as much as possible.
It's still exposed though.
Yep.
A little bit. And
And yep, Best wasting
Best
a little
gonna
time
try
and calling
for it.
for that hit. Over here on B, that draw, they seem to have found the weight. Little light. But without hammer, guard in place. You hear Best screaming hard for the sweep. You'll see that coming down.
Here it comes.
And
they got it.
nice piece, and
Looks like they're
probably
going to
won't
roll
stick
out.
around. Sweeping behind.
Despite sweeping behind, it does roll out.
Not the most effective technique.
I still believe it's going to work for me one day though.
I've got some magic sand for you.
weight better here for Warren, but just not getting the curl quite enough.
Yeah. Still learning, still reading the ice.
Yep.
Different ice than it was yesterday.
See if Team Dial manages to tighten up the ice a little bit and get a little more buried.
Try almost the same shot they took last time.
Yeah.
Try and get this one
They
buried.
made it by with plenty of room, so this one looks like a little more weight.
Lots of sweeping on both sheets.
Yeah, and now they're going to use
sweep it
those
right down to
in the
those
back.
backing rocks.
All right, Andrew Hooper is going all in to try to get one in behind those guards.
Facing two. Got to get something in
First
play.
is his first vice rock, so. I think that's by.
Gets by the guard, and that should bury quite nicely.
There you go. Very good.
Very nice shot right on the button. Meanwhile, Best is trying to chip that yellow rock out. They called for the hack weight hit.
It's not curling enough for him,
No, it
though.
didn't curl enough. Just misses it and rolls out the back.
All right, good opportunity for Dial to put one on the top of the house. Right in the middle.
That's what they're calling for.
Yeah. Love that. And Lappert calling for the run back.
Shots there for sure.
It is.
And I've seen Henrik execute this more than once.
Might get it too thin. Nope, very nice.
Oh, very
Got the piece
nice.
of it. And will even stick
Use
around.
the angles to get that yellow out.
Big smile from Henrik on the way down the ice.
High fives all around.
Yep. Because that leaves red sitting 3.
Yeah, still got the same shot though, and this draw from Team Dial is a little bit light.
Yeah, they were
But
trying to get it to the house.
Yeah,
Comes up a
but
little light, but it's a nice
Does
guard.
protect their shot rock a little bit.
And Best deciding to come in underneath.
Yeah, Best is going to try to use those guards now.
All right, Evan,
Oh, that
little tight, little
took a
narrow.
turn. It took a turn
Oh,
early
did it?
too. Yeah, it wasn't quite that tight. Maybe it'll come off that red though. Stay with it.
Yeah.
Yep. It took a little bit less ice on that one, and it
Moved
really
right
did
away.
start turning earlier than I think they expected as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Team Best now. Straight draw. With backing. Always comforting.
Yeah, you know, be a little. Looks like
didn't
that
take
may
very
be,
much ice, though.
Yeah. Sweep hard to get it around those guards. You're hard all the way from the ice.
There you go.
Does it have enough?
It does.
Scott?
That's passed, and
It's
then
past the guards.
push it to Barry.
And now everybody's working on
Everybody
it to get it
wants it
back
to go
there.
back.
Just nicely frozen to that yellow.
Very nice draw. Very nice sweep. Shout out to the front end.
New path over here on sheet B for Lappert trying to draw in.
Keep on the sweepers. And that's an opportunity for a hit and roll. Or a heavy draw.
Yeah, I think he's just going after the hit.
On sheet C, Dial trying the exact same throw again.
Yeah, there's still room
add to
for-
that stack of rocks in the back of the house.
Yeah.
Still room for multiple score here. Probably don't want it to be all the way back to that back one. But as long as you make it into the 4-foot, be real good. Working it hard, though.
Looking a little light.
Yeah, that's well short, unfortunately.
Sweeper's pounding the rock.
It is coming across the hog line, though.
They will have
It's
one
a
more
high
chance
guard.
at that.
And it does slightly block up that draw path. Gonna go a little bit wider now.
Coming in is Hooper's hit, and I think he's got the right piece of that.
I just nosed it, though. Didn't quite get
Quite
the roll.
the roll he wanted.
Still make him hit it, though.
Yep.
And if they
And
trade
Andrew's
hits,
he's still got the hammer, so he's got one more coming.
Yep. If they hit nose and nose back, should be shot still.
that's a good point.
Because if they don't have a hit, they have to draw the other side of the sheet that they haven't really played at all this end.
Yeah.
It's always an adventure.
Yeah.
On sheet C, Best is calling for a guard just outside the house, try and protect their one that they're trying to steal.
Henrik calling hard, hard, hard on the sweep. That rock may get past the guard.
Oh, it's
Trying.
no.
Oh,
a tiny little piece of the guard. So
Draw for 2.
Andrew Hooper tapping the button and letting Evan pick
No
the
discussion
line.
about that shot.
Evan calling for 5 feet of curl.
I don't like that. we just saw this line on Lappert's.
It kind of hung out there, didn't it?
Yeah, it hung out there.
Here comes Owen Best's shot.
Suppose you can
on
still
C.
use your own as backing, so to speak. I wouldn't mind for Team Best to actually just get this one in the house in the top 8.
Well, it's
it's
maybe
well
not
short.
going to make
It's-
it across the hog line.
No, it's over.
Oh, it's over. Not by
All right.
much.
It does make it a much harder
still
draw.
a guard.
Yeah, it makes it much harder draw for Team Dial, though.
So Dial needing to hit the 4 foot on their draw.
This will be hammer stone on sheet C for Dial.
And there's
Hammer
that.
for Hooper.
There's that run, keeping that rock from coming in.
Needs to touch something to
Little
slow it down.
spicy.
It does not quite.
Evan raising the hand for the field goal.
So it's going to be 1 for Hooper and Dauernheim.
Tie game after 2. And it looks like they're going to play the tap on one of
Yeah, they're
those.
trying to promote up one of those 2 yellows rather than trying to go wide out around those high guards.
Is it a tap or is it there's a straight run back? I don't
They're
know.
kind of holding the broom for a run back.
Yeah.
I didn't see the weight call.
I don't know. Can they get 2 out of that by hitting the red in the right place and your yellow that's sandwiched in there
Play the
sticks
angles
around?
exactly right. They
Could
could
be.
get 2 out of this.
Oh, here it comes.
It's definitely run back weight.
Not quite.
Nope,
Not
just
quite
missed
the right
it.
angle. Be a
That's going
steal
to
for
be a
Team
1
Best.
for Best.
It looks like we do have a hammer on sheet A coming in. Possible draw for 2, maybe 3. Let's see. Oh yeah, it looks like it could be a draw for 3.
Yep.
Top 12 red is out counting everything else. So. Except it looks like it might be tight. It's coming in towards that yellow that they don't want to touch. Oh, he might actually get a nice little angle. Oh, no. Oh, no, it did not. Oh.
That unfortunately is going to turn into a gift for Harrison.
Tough.
On sheet C, on sheet D, they've got 3 rocks to go in this end. Potomac 3's got a lot of rocks in the house, but Potomac 1 will have the hammer.
So we've
They got off to a little bit of a later start because they were confused about coin flips.
So we do have a question in the chat.
I can't read. I don't have my glasses on.
They're asking, are the teams playing all from Potomac, or are they from other clubs?
Oh, they are definitely not all from Potomac. Potomac 1 and Potomac 3 obviously are.
That's our developmental bracket.
Yep. Team Dial, I believe, is from Colorado.
Here, let's take a look. I've got it here.
Oh,
so
you got it there. Team Laufer is mostly from Philly, Bucks County area.
Yep.
Let's
Team
see.
Best is from Triangle in Durham, North Carolina.
Yep.
Lappert is kind of from all over. Henrik is a member of our club, but I believe they also have some Delaware.
And some Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And I'm not sure where Team Harrison's from. Do you know that?
It says they're from Bucks and Diamond.
Bucks and Diamond. Okay.
Okay.
And
Diamond State is the Delaware club that I
Yep.
was referring to earlier.
And then the two teams who are not playing in this draw from the competitive bracket are Team Stilp and Team Stone Cold. Team Stilp is listed as a Potomac team, but the only curler from Potomac is the Skip.
Freya, yeah.
Yeah. And then Stone Cold, though, is, I believe, mostly Potomac members. Because that is Camille Schlanger's team. So,
And then the noon game on Sheet D, the other developmental final. Potomac 2 is a Potomac team, but they'll be playing a team from Philadelphia. The Philly Dream Team of developmental players who went 3-0 in pool play.
That's so fair, though. I do that. I have to say that all the time.
On Sheet C, Team Best going to the house right away. We've got 2 up at the top of the house. Couldn't get that one buried. Dial's going to go right after them.
I made contact with both of those on Sheet C.
Got one cleared out.
Would have hoped that, yeah.
Tap that
I think they were
other
trying
red
to get
back
it to
to the
curl a
forefoot.
little more just to get the yellow to stay in play somewhere.
They're just adding to our pile now.
And Bess is going to try and guard up that one rock that remains.
It's a bunch of center guards now set up for Andrew Hooper and Warren Kean trying to get around behind him. I might have been a little more nervous if that last red one had made it in, because then all of a sudden you have 3 red ones and you're really facing a pickle. That one looks pretty good. Might want to stay with it, guys.
Sheet C, Bess was trying to peel out that yellow guard. Instead, they promoted.
Oh, I thought they were trying to guard their own red, didn't you say? And it just overcurled and bumped the yellow in.
Okay.
yep.
So that was actually a really good draw by Warren. There is a bit of a hole, according to who's there?
Revel Carlberg West.
Yes. Thank you. No glasses.
Now on Sheet C, Dial.
Yeah.
Team Dial cleared that
Nice hit and roll.
redstone out of the center.
Looks
Rolled
like-
a little too far. It's exposed out there on the wing.
Yeah.
Got the hammer coming in on Sheet D.
With the overhead view, that's your right side.
Up a little heavy.
And a little spicy. Leaving Potomac 3 sitting 1, 2, 3.
with a very close.
Yeah. I think that's red, though.
Yeah, I would agree, but.
Okay. A little disagreement here amongst
Yeah.
Team Lappert. Revel, as you mentioned, really thinks there's a hole there.
Yeah, wants
Henrik's
to go
trying
for
to
the hit.
convince him, but I
And
think
that-
actually the correct call is potentially to just clear out some guards.
I like that raise that they were looking at.
And over on D, they're calling for the
On for the measure.
Oh, they are gonna
Measure.
measure. Okay.
for that fourth.
And Mark Carlson heading out there with his curling shoes and jacket.
So it's for sure 3 yellow minimum sheet D.
And Revel throwing the hit, immediate sweep. And that's going to... You know what? I'm going to use miss in quotes here because I don't hate removing those guards.
Yeah, there was many good things that could happen
Yeah.
when you tried to throw that shot.
Yeah.
And getting rid of a guard is fine. Unfortunately, it does give them a chance to throw a better guard. That could potentially also block that run back you were talking about.
Yeah.
On sheet C, Dial now has
And
3
Andrew.
lined up on that right side of the house, or left side from the top view.
Andrew calling for that guard that you mentioned. Take away the run back. Evan throwing nice and light.
And they do clear the guard over on sheet C.
And if you are a aspiring club curler, the crowd of people around the measure is generally frowned upon.
Too many.
Yep. Should be.
And Dylan is also frowning at him walking backwards
Yes.
with the measuring stick.
Absolutely. You never walk backwards. Always forward.
That's just a rule in general.
I was going to say, yeah, in life, always forward. All right.
So they declared that it was 3. But that red rock did indeed outcount that last yellow, as we.
No.
Hit. Let's do the hit. We gotta get something moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep. And,
So Evans Rock did
exactly
block the
what
run
they
back?
wanted.
But the hole might still be there for Henrik.
Henrik believes in that shot.
On sheet C, Dial now has 4 rocks in the house.
Did not make it through,
Ooh.
but did make it through.
Yeah. Moved a
Almost
lot
had
of granite
more,
there.
Nuclear curling taken out. Almost took out sheet C.
Yep.
We may need Mark and David to go back there and catch the strays. So what does that leave us here?
Well, he's got to block the hole now for sure.
Yeah.
It's much bigger now. Team Best trying to clear out some yellow granite on the
And
other
they got the
sheet.
double.
They did make
Cleared
the double.
2 of them out.
Very nice.
Very nice hit.
And rolled the shooter out. Still counting, but
It's still out
clear,
there.
so that way they have a path to the other 2. With their couple of rocks that are left.
All right, and this guard, little heavy, little wide, but may count second.
Second shot.
Yep.
Not a bad plan B, and that port is not a gimme. But if my
If
odds...
he makes it through that, though, does he make the double? He might.
It's
The way
there.
he threw the last one, he might
It's
actually
there.
do it. And there's Team Dial drawing another one into the pile.
Doesn't curl enough to be a perfect guard.
Take
it's
us
still
to
a good position.
this view.
It still does cover up some of that.
They're going to
Makes it
see that
all-
rock coming in. I think he's got that double.
Oh.
Not quite.
He rolled
but-
across the top. Oh,
Oh, I think
yellow
yellow
is still
still maybe
shot.
shot.
Yep. The yellow is still first.
amazing.
Wow. Good shot nonetheless through the port.
Circles.
Lappert with
Little,
hammer here.
Yeah. Well, first. Yes, they do have hammer in the end. Yes. Sorry, I thought you were saying he was throwing hammer right now.
No.
Many
Sorry.
rocks still to go
Thinking
for
ahead.
that, And Team Dial may regret having piled the rocks into the same place. I don't know. We'll see how many Team Best can get rid of here. So I tend to like to split the house when I have this kind of situation, but
avoid the doubles.
yeah, try to make it harder for them to get rid of more than one.
This is Ryan Best, the vice, going for that double.
He'll remove at least a rock.
Yeah,
Got one.
Get one.
And on our sheet B, little
Little
light on the
short.
draw they were looking to get in under. But playing good non-hammer strategy. And strategy changing from removing the yellow to scoring with their red. Have they played this line at all this end?
Other than, I think, when they were throwing the guards earlier.
Okay.
And the one that they were trying to hit that whole end
Yeah.
was Warren's draw that went along this path as well.
Okay. So they'll know.
But it had been about probably 6 rocks or 5 rocks since they had thrown that.
On sheet C, Skip's first rock for Calvin Dial. They're trying to put something in the top of the house to block up their 2 existing rocks again. Replace the stone that was just taken out.
That's going to look good.
Sweepers thinks this one's light on sheet B, and that did come up a bit light
It's a
for
bit light for
Team Dial on sheet C.
And
Sorry,
Henrik
sheet
calling
B
the
is
sweepers
also
off.
light.
And that rock
It's not
definitely
light.
not light, but Evan
be
sweeping
shot
that
rock?
out of shot
No,
and
a little too far.
out of the house, almost out of the house.
Nope, stuck around the spider back there.
Yeah, interesting that the Sweepers won that right away. I'm not really sure if it was their call or if it was the person in the house calling this for the sweep.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it really needed line or weight on that
No,
one.
that
so
looked quite nice. So Andrew Hooper hopefully throwing in underneath, sit 2 under some guards. Corinne coming back out to help sweep. And Ryan Best looking to maybe remove those back yellows, ignore the guard that was just put in place.
I think he was trying to freeze to those. It's over curling quite a bit.
Hopefully they don't raise the yellow.
Stop sweeping, don't rub it. They rubbed it in.
Little. Looks like that line on the left here on B is speeding up.
Yeah, Andrew was so light on the last one that he
Little
just
compensation.
overcompensated, yeah. So now Lappert looking at the angles, trying to decide if they can squeeze that yellow out somehow, and looks like they're deciding against it.
Yeah.
We may need another measure though on these. So
And Calvin throwing his hammer shot on C for sitting 3.
Sitting 3, if he gets the draw, could be a very big end.
I don't know. If I was Nicholas Adine, I might be able to squeeze that yellow out.
It's the angles are there. I think the
But
execution.
yeah, it's not an easy shot at all, and
A hard
In
sweep
the
on
house,
C,
but is it?
which might be
out
another
counter?
measure.
oh, another.
Keeping Eric and Mark busy this morning.
Yep.
Ice wakes you up in the way coffee never will. All right.
Mark, we might need one on C as well.
And
C.
Matthew throwing his rock. Again, trying to follow that line and bury under those.
And
Yeah,
that
he
was
just-
the hammer, so.
Yep. He needs to
And
get-
there it is. Yep. They're calling
And this
for a
line,
measure on C.
they want it to, well, they don't need to bend it. And that should do it. That'll
Yeah,
stop
at least
for one
one
at
for
least.
red.
Okay,
A little
so
bit of
we
applause
know that
for Mom and
Dial.
Dad.
Yep. Sorry.
Dial had 3. Right?
Dial has
They're
at least
measuring to see
3.
if they got 4 or not.
Yep.
And Lappert has at least 1.
And they're going to do a possible 3-way measure to determine if it's 2, 3, or just the 1. Nope.
No measure.
Okay.
No, I guess they decided it was.
Well, we'll find out what they decide when they hang the score.
Just 1.
Oh, just 1. There we go. They hung it for us.
All right. They are definitely measuring it on sheet C. So
Yes.
we'll give you an update on that shortly. Let's see what else. Oh, we got Hammer coming in on sheet A for Charlie Laufer. Much safer this time. And he's going to tap that yellow out, hopefully.
Possible 4.
And yeah, looks like could be 4.
I'd say
Nice
definitely
turnaround.
3. Question is that one that's way over on the red one way over.
It's hard to tell from the overhead
Why
angle.
is it that everybody decided they needed to measure this end? Or at least they were close.
Oh, okay. Well, they agreed on something
yeah.
because that one stone
Yeah,
that
it
I
looked
thought
like it was 4 for me. Nice comeback for Charlie after that disappointing
okay. So
second
it
end.
was 3 for Team Dial.
3 for Team Dial, and it was 4 for Team Laufer. A couple more rocks on sheet D.
With a fairly empty house.
Team Dauernheim getting the corner guard on their first rock.
So we ended up, Jamie,
Yep.
only had 1 measure.
Oh.
There were 3 that were very close. There's
Yeah.
2 others that were very close, but only 1 that they actually decided to measure. And it ended up being 3 points for Team Dial over on sheet C.
Good end for them.
Lappert going for the draw. It's a little bit heavy.
Yeah, trying to
Andrew
split the
has
house.
to sweep it out the back.
Nice center line guard to start off for Team Dial on sheet C.
This is the first time they haven't had Hammer. And the first time that the first rock hasn't actually gone in the house, I think, too.
On C, Dial started off with a very nice center line guard, and now Team Best has gone right around it to the button.
Yeah, just a smidge behind T, so they might be able to take
Dial's
advantage of
going to
that.
try and put something right on it.
Try to play the freeze.
Looks like a little more than a freeze here. Given the broom he had, I think they're looking to
Yeah, I
downweight.
think they were calling for the freeze, but it just ended up being a little heavy. Not
Pushing
quite
hard,
coming
pushing
back.
hard, not going to move the way they want.
And it slides out the back on its own.
Yep. Playing it to the center. Over on B. And dribble off that hit and spill over to the left. Generate some offense.
Tricky spot, though, on the center line. I have always found.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't let it go in the right spot. It'll either hang wide or it'll cut early, depending on where you let it go.
Team Best now trying to get another one around that guard and into the house.
Looks like Warren threw it okay. Just got to curl up a little bit for him.
Little push from Corinne. Little push. Good sweep and nice rock. Not quite the roll they wanted, but plan A, remove rock.
That is a great shot from Team Best.
Very
Right
much.
to the forefoot, right in front of their other one. And they're lined up diagonally if you try and come in from that left side to hit them out. Probably can't get both unless you hit it exactly right.
What's the tap on the knee weight?
That's usually, I would say, probably bumper weight,
Okay.
because the heel is pack and the hip is usually the single for control.
Okay.
So bumper would be right between them.
I have learned differently. I learned something today.
We usually use the tummy for control
Oh,
and the hip for bumper.
It's too far to reach now.
Maybe when you're young and flexible, you can use your knees.
Okay.
Yeah. So us old guys, I'm going to continue to use my belly for control.
I know, my skip always uses the hip for control weight.
Well, it did look like it was bumper weight when it came in. It just missed wide. So now Best looks like they're going to try and put a third rock in there.
Team Lappert rolled out on their hit. That was that line that I was talking about. That if you let it go, it overcurls a little bit.
Yeah.
So they rolled out on their hit and roll attempt, and so now Warren trying to use that guard.
No sweep. A little heavier, I think, than they're looking for.
It's trying to stop.
Oh,
Yeah, there it
that'll
is,
stick
yeah.
around for shot. And the handoff of the gripper from Evan to Andrew.
It's the hammer shot on sheet D right now. Potomac 1 has one in the house already. They're trying to draw for a second point and get on the scoreboard.
All right, let's take a look. Here we go on the right side of your screen, coming down from the top. You're looking for that red rock to touch paint and stick around. Needs to slow down just a bit.
Maybe touch his own
Little
red a little
touch of
bit.
his own to
Raises
take
it
some
and
energy
slow
off.
down.
And
that'll work.
Enthusiastic sweep, but that'll stick around for two.
Sticks
Nice
around.
shot
2 points.
by young
Potomac
Jeremy
1 on the
Steele.
scoreboard. Yes. Completely unbiased commentary there.
Yeah. There was no applause. I didn't hear anything. It was all good. Team Best really has been piling them up in there and forced Team Dial to go around the other direction to try to draw. And it did make a little tap.
Cuts it down from 3 to 2 for Team Best.
And there's the opposite on sheet B of what I was talking about, where he let it go a little to the side and it
didn't
hung out there a
Quite
bit.
come up the,
Quite could not get up the hit.
On C, Best is going to try draw from the other side. They haven't really used this side of the ice yet this end.
Yeah, Team Dial just threw one that way and ended up over-curling and crashing on their guard and promoting that yellow in. But if he can block off this draw path, very difficult for Team Best or Team Dial to keep them from scoring a lot of points.
hanging out just enough. I think that's going to be really good for Best.
They don't want it behind the tee again though, so rub the yellow a little bit would be really good. Sit 3, pretty nice.
Sitting 2 for sure.
Yep. Yeah, that's 3.
That's 3.
That's 3 for sure.
A lot of rocks left to play, though.
Draw on B.
Yeah,
Not quite under the
guaranteed
guard.
double attempt coming here.
with Henrik in the hack? I think so.
Oh, yeah, both sheets. Sorry, yes. Henrik
Yeah, both
and
sheets going for doubles.
over on sheet C as well. Team Dial also going for it.
Control the call by Lappert.
Yeah, he's got just enough room there to get around, but he doesn't want to
Nice smooth
overthrow it
release.
again and have that same.
Control weight shot coming for Dial also.
And hard the call to sweep. Keep that line nice and tight. And that'll
Oh, he missed.
not quite.
Maybe overswept that.
Oh, they got the double on sheet
did.
C.
Yeah, that was nice.
Two nice
Perfect,
throws.
perfect angle. Very nice throw. And stuck around. They're not shot rock, but they've got the next two.
And you don't always want to be shot rock after every shot. You want to try
Yeah.
to build your way towards the outcome you're looking
That's
for.
much better. They were in trouble there for a second. So
Yeah. And a clean hit here on B will have a
don't
very,
jam.
very nice house.
Did not jam. Nope.
Best weight, best shot coming in, pretty heavy weight.
And sweeping hard to keep the angle on that. Hopefully keep the shooter around.
No, shooter will stay in bounds, but I don't think it's biting.
Yeah.
Still got their primary objective. Got that yellow rock out.
Interesting call here.
Team Dial trying the hack weight shot. Looks
Yeah.
like they're going to try and hit
So
their own yellow back into that red.
There is a bit of room on past the guard.
It'll
but
need to
it's,
curl a lot to make this.
Yeah. Your weight has to be spot on this one for sure.
Sweepers are on it, keeping it straight.
Yeah, that was just a tough
Oh,
shot.
just tipped that top yellow, not enough to run it back.
That was an extremely difficult shot. That was. All right, this one now also looks like a bit of a setup shot for Team Best. If you can get your red so that you can use it later to get rid of that yellow, then you might get some extra points in there.
Looks like they're talking about freezing to it.
Yeah, if you freeze to it now and nothing changes, then you can use that red that you froze to it to pop that yellow out later. So over here on sheet B, Andrew Hooper trying to get the red out. He's got to curl a little bit more and just rolls away.
Rolls out, he got the shot. Got the red out of there.
He's
Lappert with one rock left in the house.
that one is over curling a little bit for Team Best. I don't think that, but now Team Dial is not going to be able to use that yellow that they were hoping to throw a hack weight at.
They're going to need
last
to draw
time.
to the button now.
Yeah, a little stagger there too is.
Team Best has a pair of excellent guards up top.
Yeah. This end appears to have turned around quite a lot here on sheet C. And Carlson without hammer.
Yeah,
Calling
it's
for a
skips last
split
rock.
house.
Yeah, they're just trying to get one underneath and force Andrew to have to make a tough draw.
Yeah. As we said yesterday, I always like it when they have to make the hard shots and I get to make the easy shots.
Very low. I love low pressure draws.
Yeah. Somewhere in the house.
Anywhere in the house, and it doesn't really matter that much because you already have one in the house too.
So avoiding the possibility of a blank if that sticks around, and that will. Evan finishing it. Or Henrik, sorry.
Here comes Team Dial with their draw attempt. Looking really good if they can get it there.
So just
Not quite.
No, not
Just
quite.
a little short.
They needed about another 2 inches. Sweepers worked hard on that, though. They were on it.
So the question here, do they want to hit it? Do they want to guard it?
If your Team Best has hammer this time,
Yeah,
I
they
think
have
they
hammer.
They might be forgetting that they have hammer because they haven't had it yet.
Yeah.
So if you have hammer, you do not guard. You
Easy to
hit
do.
that
Go for the 2.
and make sure you're sitting 2, and the other team has a higher
There's
pressure
a little
shot.
room to spill out and separate the red
Yeah,
rocks
you
if
can
they
roll. You can roll a long ways to the outside and still be second shot.
hit. Yeah.
Here comes Andrew's shot.
That looking good.
It's over curling.
Oh, is it?
Little bit.
Hard sweep. Keep it in
It's under
place.
the guard.
Oh,
It's past the
no.
guard.
Got enough.
Got just enough to hold him to 1.
Avoid the.
Saw a lot of that.
They still got the steal.
That
but
line
they
that I
only
was
stole
talking
1.
about.
Yep.
One
That-
time it over curls, one time it hangs.
Down
and
the center.
That is a steal of 1 for Lappert, so they will take a 3-1 lead. We are going to have hammer over on sheet A. It looks like they're keeping up. Real nice.
Yeah. 4 very tight games today.
Sheet D, we're just up to the Vice's rocks.
And a quick defense on Lynch to avoid that spilled rock. That broom looks like Lynch is calling the draw here.
Yeah, they.
Heavy draw could hit that yellow back.
And it
Yeah, but they had been discussing that guard for a while, and I don't know.
It's
what
easy
they
to get in
decided.
the mentality of protecting your shot.
I mean, if you put it in the right place, you can also still use it as a run back. But this is going to be a long run back where it is right now.
It's just barely over the hog line.
What it does do is take away that red, yellow, red.
Well, yeah,
Well, that was-
and they can't tap the yellow really much. The yellow that they just threw is,
Fairly well
Very
covered.
hard
yeah,
for
they're not going to get.
Dial to take the same shot again to try and nudge theirs up or get another one in.
All right, hammer's coming in on
We have hammer on A.
sheet A. Trying to throw a draw against 2.
Left side of your screen coming down from the top.
Team Harrison trying to draw against 2 Laufer stones.
And it's looking
Get the
all right.
breaks, maybe?
If that sits on that red one,
Get a little more curl.
not quite. And the sweep for
Oh.
1, the sweep for 2, and that'll do it.
Pretty close, though.
I liked
So
it.
that's a tough draw, too. 'Cause the Reds were very well protected under there and just weren't going to quite get enough curl. All right. Extended discussion on sheet C. So my discussion at this point is not how do I steal, it's how do I keep Team Best from getting a second point.
Yeah.
And I think the likeliest, I mean, he probably has a shot regardless, a draw shot from either direction. What do you think?
If I'm
Well,
What's the easier draw?
Looks
if
like
I'm Team Best right now, going for 2, I think I'm coming in on our left side.
Where he's trying to put the guard.
Yeah.
With the broom.
Yeah. And just tuck it full 4 as possible. And it looks like Dial agrees because that's what they're covering.
Sorry, soccer.
I added Sunday
My,
morning.
my phone buzzing is. All right, so they are just trying to put a guard up on this draw path side, I think.
Yeah.
Sweepers make sure it gets over the hog line.
It is.
And that takes away the
don't
draw.
need to, yeah.
And even the raise, if that was an option. So what do you play here?
Yeah, best
You
has
gotta
some
go
options, but
to
they're all
the other
hard
side,
options.
way out, around the guard that you just threw.
You don't want to come in off that biter on the 12?
That's very hard.
I believe in you.
That's a long, long roll to a very precise spot.
Yeah.
I did see one of the more amazing draws that I've seen in a while last night. Nicodine against Guju was they essentially had Guju had two rocks in the kind of on the side, the edges of the forefoot.
Yeah.
But Dean was sitting shot behind it, and he threw a draw that went to the other side of the forefoot,
The wrong
curling
way.
the wrong way,
Oh.
and managed to get like the postage stamp of real estate he needed to get this to.
We know Adine can make those shots.
All right, hammer shot for team best.
Yep, trying to draw in to
to
that
get that-
postage stamp of a
Yeah.
side forefoot.
Here's that Adine shot. And if the ice is as curly as we try to make it, it's certainly there.
Also always have the same problem. I can't throw the same shot twice.
Again, they did throw a guard over there, but this is a little bit wider path than what they've been throwing.
Trying to push it back in now.
Yeah, the sweep to help the curl.
Yeah, might need the weight too.
Oh, yeah, it needs to wait.
Yeah. Don't raise that yellow.
No, they're not going to touch it, but they're trying to get to that postage stamp on the side. Will they get there? They're trying.
Almost. Oh,
Wow,
very
that was a
close.
great try.
Great shot, nonetheless.
That will tie it up.
All right. And we looking at skip stones on sheet D.
Yeah, we still got a couple
The
left.
first of the skip stones.
And an empty house appears. Is
Couple
that
of-
right? Can't tell if they're
Can't tell if that one of
the yellow and the red are actually in or not.
the yellow is not. The red I don't
Also
think
is
either.
not.
Yeah, Potomac 1 had a couple stones in the house earlier in this end, and Potomac 3 has gradually chipped them all out the back.
All right, standard procedure here now on sheet B. 3 guards are over, so we're trying to peel all the yellow guards. Team Lappert, and knock your own in a little bit.
Oh.
Catch that one on the side.
And Best and Dial are tied up on sheet C. Best throwing first, just trying
Dial
to get
with
the nice center guard.
All right. Andrew calling belly weight, which we'll call control for now.
He did say control. I believe I heard him on the ice mic.
Just a reminder, if you're curling at Potomac Curling Club, we do have pickups at either end.
Can you play?
We have microphones at either end
Oh, yes. On the ice. Yep.
on the ice. Nice roll to the outside.
Dial's first shot. Looks like the broom is for a corner guard.
Henrik throwing his hit, calling hard sweep.
He's got
That'll
a
get a piece.
sweep to hold it in.
There was nothing else in front.
Thought it's going to roll out.
Rolled out though.
All right, Dylan, you're the master of this. That red one is definitely in, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
We can.
No doubter on that one. Now over on sheet C,
They're trying to decide if they're.
that's one I might take a biter bar to because that's a little less clear.
And they are allowed to because it is 3 guard zone rule.
Yes.
So you are allowed to check that. That's one of the few
Well-
times other than the
Oh, they're
end
calling
of
for
a
the
game-
hit.
an
Looks
end.
like they all believe that it's a biter.
Yep. You can make. Yeah, you can pull out the biter bar for the free guard zone, or you can pull out the speed square to check either the center line or the sideline.
Or hog?
Or the hog, yes, if necessary, to determine if the rock is in play.
And it's not in play now.
Nope.
That rock is gone.
All right, we're going to see a hammer shot on sheet D in just a moment here.
Potomac 3 has one rock in the house. Going to try for a second.
And he just threw that same shot too.
And this hit clean on sheet B, and we'll stick around.
Sheet C, Dial trying to put that guard right back on the corner.
And stay out of the house this time.
And on sheet D, Seth Grohs makes his shot, promotes that yellow into the house for 2.
Nice shot, doesn't quite bury.
Yeah, you're not getting much curl there in that spot. That's the second time he's thrown down that line. It hasn't got much curl at all. Could have been wide too. I don't know. That wasn't.
And the straight hit. Looks like they're just drawn on top of it. Without hammer, close up the forefoot.
But with a 2-point lead.
You disagree with the call?
With a 2-point lead, I do not, and you have an open hit on an opponent's zone, I would take that all day. But of course, he'll make it and prove me wrong. So, and then we'll get another steal out of it.
So you're thinking just play more defensively, remove their stones, as opposed to try to.
Yeah, you're controlling the game, and it's going to be very difficult for yellow if you make this. If you made a hit on that and nose it, and roll away even.
Yeah.
They're trying that same draw again, and just like to keep it cleaner when you have a 2-point lead.
This draw looking good though.
It is. Like I said, he's going to prove me wrong by making the perfect shot.
Whoa.
There you go.
Looks quite nice. Removable, but that backing makes it a little trickier.
Yeah, this
On
is one
sheet
that, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Both teams have now set up their guards and tucked one in the house behind the guard.
Oh, nice.
Both of them are still somewhat available, though. So it looks like Team Best is going to go after the yellow one. I like a nice control weight and roll behind your own there. Don't overthrow this one. Similar to what I'm seeing on sheet B, like you don't need to go crazy.
Yeah.
Even though if he does lose his back yellow and makes the roll behind the guard, I love that too.
He's still sitting in a good
That's
position
fine.
with hammer.
So here is the shot for Team Best over on trying to get it to curl.
And a bit more broom, I think,
Just
Not
past it.
quite.
than I'd call.
Yeah, but I think this is what I was saying. I don't think
Keep
you
it-
need a huge
keep
amount
the
of weight.
energy down. All right, we're going to see that coming in the bottom of your left side screen.
It's coming over. Still got to curl a bit more.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep curling it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they
Still puts the yellow rock in the dominant position over the red.
Red's a little behind T-line there.
And you can hear Henrik saying, let's guard it. Keep the status quo.
Worst shot, right? Yes.
Team Dial about to draw up the right side of the ice.
Yeah, take advantage of your opponent's guards this time. Could be a little bit of a patch of new ice they haven't thrown again in a while.
Lappert's final stone.
Sweepers
Sweeping
working
hard.
hard on sheet C. Get around the guard,
Looks good.
and they get around the second. Sit 2.
Sitting 2.
Yeah.
Very nice
A
throw.
little bit buried.
And Lappert's guard over curled just a bit. Andrew will have a very similar shot to what he just threw, I think.
If he throws the same rock, tic-tac, he'll sit 2 and tie the game. Just need to get around that high guard.
All right, another attempt for Team Best to get rid of the yellow on the side, and he's going to hit that guard.
There's the guard out.
It'll open it up, though. Much more available for the next one. That's the so-called pro side miss on that one. Got to make contact with something so that you have a shot on your next one. And here's Andrew Hooper's hammer away.
Getting it out, sweeping hard for the line. All they really need to do is make decent contact with that yellow. That looks like it's around the guard. And there's the push. Nice and clean.
Oh, is it going to roll too far?
Oh,
it rolled a
it
little
did,
bit too
yeah.
far.
Just a bit.
Little extra sweep by.
There was. I think
the
they're going to
other team.
decide that it didn't affect it that much. It was probably going out anyway, but
Team
good
Dial.
sportsmanship.
Team Dial trying to put their guard back, just gets it over the hog line. Very high guard. I think they're rocking the house is exposed. That guard does make it a slightly harder shot, though.
Yeah, they have to throw a different turn than what they've been throwing.
Yes,
That's always,
they can't, yeah, they can't go with it to the out turn. They got to come in turn.
And sweeping hard to keep that line as well.
we got a lot of.
Oh, crashed on the guard.
Clear the other guard.
A lot of
Oh, that guard
flip-flop
did its
screens
job.
there, Dylan. Had a lot of little flip-flop screens there.
Yeah, that's why I switched back to this view. That other view that we've been using is a newer setup, so a few bugs still need to be worked out. Get everything working right. I think Ken's just programming that one
I think
earlier
Ken
this
may
week.
have made a store run. We were out of coffee cups. Not optimal for the viewers at home, but for those of us commentating, more coffee cups are critical to this endeavor.
All right. This ends setting up very well for Team Dial over on sheet C after that measurement. What do you want it on?
Thank you.
Another good guard set up there.
No, come on. Let's see if I can figure out why this thing is not behaving. There we go.
There we go.
Yay.
Orientation restored. Up is up again.
So Dial has put that guard back, not quite as high this time,
Yeah,
but it's nicely lined up. Makes that a very hard shot for Team Best to try and get that hit.
If you're hungry, that's the last call for breakfast.
But
Come
lunch
on down
starts
to
in
the
an
club.
hour.
We have had really good food at this spiel.
Oh yeah, kitchen staff has
Kitchen
been
staff
once
is-
again on point.
Our kitchen lead, Sarah Venagopal, doing a good job keeping all of us fed. I got on the scale this morning. I gained weight yesterday just sitting here in the warm room eating. I was working in the kitchen yesterday too, so do a couple quality control checks on the food, and all of a sudden you've had a meal. Team Best trying to get through that window. See if they can get to the house.
I like the weight choice on this one.
Sweeping furiously. He's past the guard.
Oh, that's great. And
got the hit and the beautiful roll right under cover.
Really nice weight choice.
Could not have asked for a better shot on that stone. Fist bumps all around, well deserved.
And sweep here to try to keep it outside the guard. Little rub might still spill in. Not quite.
And they're going to enforce the no-tick maybe? Or they can just leave it there too if they really want to.
Nope, they're going to put it back.
And official Dylan, what's the rule on the no-tick? Is that optional?
It is, yes. Unlike the free guard zone rule, the no-tick rule is at the discretion of the non-offending skip. So if they like where it ended up getting ticked to, they can just leave it. If they don't like it, then they can put it back and remove the offending stone.
Team Dial skips first rock coming in. Looks like it is not going to make it past that guard.
Guards doing their jobs on that sheet this end.
It is going to maybe stick in the house, though.
Nope, just out.
Nope, just out.
Tried to spin back in, but it looks like it stayed out.
That is close enough that with the fisheye, it might be a little deceiving. That could still be biting.
Yeah, I highly doubt that.
But it probably won't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be the fourth rock to count anyway.
And over on B, yellow rock right under the guards with plenty of room to play.
But as I was telling Jimmy last night, I did have a game last spring where I stole one because my opponent thought the rock was out and just decided to throw his hammer through the house. And I was like, I want to measure that.
Oh, no.
Pulled out the biter bar and...
So rude, Dylan.
Hey,
Spirit of curling.
Given who I was playing against, I didn't feel quite as bad about it. Also, I was the vice. I was not the skip. And my vice was, or my skip was 100% behind me on that decision to measure because we actually discussed it before the other skip threw his hammer.
A beautiful shot to the button.
All right. And Team
Skips
Best
on
trying
C.
to
Team Best.
guard it up again.
Yep. Trying to put that guard back that Dial knocked out on the previous shot.
The now rarely seen two sweepers on the same side.
And looks like they maybe curled a little more than they wanted.
Probably still something there for Team Dial.
It's looking good for Evan and Andrew. Oh, little on the light side, but they can use that.
Yeah, cutting down the paths to get more than one in there a little bit. All right, big discussion now. What's your, whatever they think is the easiest shot, I suppose? That looks... I think the thinking here is that if you went after the red that's on the side of the 4 and we're a little narrow, you risk picking your own yellow out and giving them 2. So this is relatively safe. They're just trying to... A little bit bigger, more of a postage stamp than the previous draw on the last end that you're trying to draw to the side of the 4-foot, but still a difficult shot. And we're speaking of drawing to the side of the 4-foot, we're also seeing that coming in on sheet B.
good with the push sweep. Just have to get it there. The line is right on.
No sweep at all on sheet C.
Beautiful
That
shot to
skips rock,
full
comes
four.
gliding in. Might be a little too much. Let's see where it lands.
Did
Slides a little too
touch a
far.
little piece of that side of the four, but just a little bit heavy. Be a steal for team best.
All right. And then Andrew and Evan talking about running their own yellow back. If they can.
Lots of hand signals. I don't know what they're doing.
Those are not standard hand signals?
Not that I was aware of. There were numbers going on.
Rock looks good.
A little
stays
tight.
Out, yeah. Can they over curl it and run their middle one back?
They might be able to over curl it and open something up.
Or just cause some chaos and give them a shot for the next one. And Lappert with 2 firmly ensconced on the 4-foot, just calling for the guard to take away that raise.
6th end underway on sheet C. Comes Best's first shot. Looking for the center guard.
And as they've stolen 3 ends, I think they're quite happy to play for the steal here.
That's a lot of 1 points up on that scoreboard.
Well-placed guard may leave that raise open here on B.
Yeah, I think this is another one where the weight choice is important. You don't have to whip it down there or anything. If you just throw back house weight, tap it into the pocket.
Call for hack is a choice I like.
Yeah.
Weight looks nice, line looks nice. Let's see what this does. Corinne sweeping.
Maybe a little bit heavier than they were hoping.
Warren, the
Sheet
call
C.
on Corinne.
Team Dial frantically sweeping, trying to get that corner guard over the hog line. And they don't quite get it.
I think
Playing
that back
on the
line
line.
weight was maybe the
that
call
was
there.
better. Yeah, I think he threw more than hack as well.
Yeah.
So. But he did kind of pop that yellow open, so he might be able to use it over on the other side.
Yep. Options are there.
But still another guard for Team Lappert. They've jumped ahead in the few rocks ahead of the other sheets now because of the measuring that had to go on. So really just getting started over on sheet C.
But as you alluded to, the pace of play seems to be pretty solid on all 4 sheets.
For sure. Sheet A also still keeping up very well. Throwing in, it looks like vice rocks around now.
Sheet D is up to skips rocks. And the hammer shot coming on sheet D.
All right. Jeremy throwing for...
Looks like a draw for 1. Sheet D.
Yeah, looks like yellow has shot rock right now. But red does have one in the house on sheet D, so if he could get through that draw path and bump that yellow out, they could get 2.
Oh, it looks like he's not trying to do that.
Coming the other way. Ignoring the broom.
All right, sheet B, the angle run back is being attempted now by Andrew. So he gets the angle.
Oh!
Oh, look at that. Almost perfect.
Almost. Audacious shot, almost executed.
Oh,
I love it all day.
That was a great try.
And on sheet D, that shot goes a little too far, inches too far.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be one more point for Potomac 3.
And handshakes over there as well.
At least we think.
I saw hands being extended, I thought. But
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Maybe the
It's the
discussion
developmental
of-
bracket. They may not know what's going on.
Well, and they might be having that discussion because they only play 6, is my understanding.
For the finals today, they are allowed to play 8 if they want.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
okay. So maybe that's what they're discussing.
And we do sometimes unofficially shake and say, let's play back.
It's more fun than having to push all the rocks back. It's a lot more fun to throw them back.
Okay, so I haven't cleared any rocks out of the house yet.
They have hung the score.
Are they
I think
discussing?
someone's coming in to talk to coaches or mom and dad. Yeah. Skip's going to Mindy, the
Yep.
organizer. And the confirmation that they can play 8 ends. Which does make a difference in determining whether you want to shake.
they don't have to, though, Mindy. I needed to wear my shirt today, apparently. I have a shirt that is not in reference to curling. It's in reference to if you hate your boss and don't like your job, it just says you can always quit with a little, the more you know rainbow type of thing. But I wear it for curling as well because it's a reminder to myself mostly.
Yeah.
Sheet
Like,
C,
you don't
very
have
nice
to keep
shot
playing if
right
you don't
through
want
the
to.
window.
You can always quit.
You can always walk away. This is fun.
Team Dial
Gosh,
just
darn
had
it.
Right, and if it's not fun, you can stop. Yeah.
And especially at the junior level, we're here to learn. Looks like they're lining up rocks to throw back, so yay.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. Just get the rocks in the right place, and then you can always quit at that point. All right, so here we go. Andrew Hooper's last rock really needs to get this one
Oh, he's got the draw path,
buried in there.
and he's around the guard almost certainly.
It's got to curl a bunch and slow down, I think.
Corinne trying to sweep for the push, but just a little heavy.
Yeah, so that will leave a draw for 3.
Nicely thrown line on that, though.
Yeah, just needed the weight to...
Yep.
Sheet C, Dial has one in the house. And a couple of guards up high.
In position to score multiple, which they need. And the request coming in via text message for a telestrator. We can talk to the budget committee and see if that's in the offing. So,
Given the money we're about to spend on renovations for this summer, that might be
maybe not a priority.
Yeah, something that we push off another year.
Yeah. So, Matthew throwing his final rock. We've got to drag it down to the 8 foot. This line a little bit salty, a little slower. And that
Got
looks
to
like it's
touch
gonna
8.
Come up short. They know it. They'll take the deuce. Which is not a bad place if you're in the 6th end up 3 without hammer.
It's after 6.
Sheet C, Team Dial was trying to
Yes,
get through
fair.
that window, trying to get down to the house. It's not going to make it, though.
But hey, that's the first crooked number getting hung in this game.
And Best just trying to remove that. Can't score without rocks in the house. Through the port. Brian calling whoa. Looks like we're not past the guard.
Opened it up, though.
Yep.
Probably means that Team Dial is just going to draw under the pile of the center guard, so.
Absolutely. Get one under, trade hits on that one, and walk away with your deuce. And we can see ice crew Eric Clausen walking back into the tech room.
The Iceman's duties are never over.
Teams do have about 15 minutes left to play in this draw.
And is the rule finish the end and play one more, or just...
I'm not sure.
Okay.
We have a lot of time between draws today. They may be trying to get 8 ends regardless. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, our next draw is not until noon.
Which
is plenty of time to have a good scrape.
And
especially if we're using the double scrapers.
Yep. We are going to be on, though, about 11:45.
Oh, yes, because we have the piping ceremony.
Yep.
Give all the children their shots at Drambuie.
Yep.
Ginger ale.
Please note to mom and dad watching on the stream, we do not actually feed them alcohol.
Ginger ale.
So the shot call on C from the booth here was draw it under, but they've opted for the guard.
No, they did go in the
out there.
house. It's in the house, but I think they intended to go under. It was just a little wide and never came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't curl as much as they hoped.
Right.
It's the right weight call, though.
Yeah.
Nice top 12.
I don't hate it as a plan B.
Hammer is actually coming in on sheet A right now. It looks like a potential draw for 2.
Coming up short.
Coming up a bit short.
Would have been a nice
And we're
first
on the wrong. How'd we end up on the wrong?
Because I didn't get the score poked in for
There you go.
the 5th end.
5 for Laufer.
There we go.
Yeah. So they did. Team Harrison did score 1 in that 6th end.
Keeping the gain in play.
And now the hit and roll coming
Best
in.
trying to get the hit.
He's got a piece.
And rolls a little too heavy out.
All right. Leaving Dial a chance to put one underneath the guard. Little encouragement from the booth.
Well, Evan is realizing that his mittens were not. We're covering up his scissoring motion.
For rock, paper, scissors, yeah.
Can't see the scissor motion when your hand is one giant mitt.
Team Dial's draw coming in, trying to get behind the guards this time.
Sweeping hard for weight.
Sure.
Sweepers
for
working
line.
hard.
The line is very similar, trying to get it to curl now.
It's not
Yeah,
curling.
they
They're
switched
trying
the
to push
broom.
it.
I think in the house is more important at this point than perfectly
Yeah,
big,
in the house,
they've
but
got it in.
again, didn't
Did
curl
they
as
set
much
up
as
a
they hoped
double?
it would.
I think that double is there. And so,
Oh, it might just
ignoring the
be
double?
aggressive play there.
I think they're talking about hitting the inner yellow and rolling under.
Yeah.
Yep.
Devin trying to... Sorry, Revel trying to draw under the pile of rocks here on B.
And
Looks like it might be another guard.
Here comes the hit on sheet C. Sweeping hard, trying to push it back under.
I think they're going to execute the hit. I'm not sure it's going to move enough.
It's trying.
There we go.
trying.
Here we go.
Almost. Not quite.
Just a nose hit and stick.
And here's another rock that you got to
Rolled
pick your weight very
ever
carefully.
the most tiny bit, but not
Not
enough to be consequential.
Yeah.
Looks like Dial's going to try and hit it immediately. Try maybe the same shot to hit and roll under.
It's going to be just that little bit tougher because it's higher in the house.
Yeah, and there's a little, because it made that little roll, there's a little bit less space between the guard and
they do have to get
there
around
as well.
their own guard, yeah.
Playing it pretty tight. So. See if you can get the weight right on this one as well.
This rock looking good.
Another
Hanging
big
out a
curl
little bit,
on
trying to
sheet
get
C.
Comes the first.
Uh-oh, don't go
rock.
between them.
Oh no.
Oh, right
Oh no,
between
it
them.
went between them.
So a guard here. Likely for best. And then calling Warren, draw under. With a big
Yeah,
pile
Warren's-
of guards here on sheet B.
Warren's last one had the correct weight. It just didn't quite curl enough for him,
Yeah.
which left Team Lappert with a hit and roll away. Oh, and it's a little bit of a wipeout there.
And a quick save.
Looks like they're going to be nice and let him try again.
Yeah, he crossed the tee line.
Did cross the tee line,
Did,
but
but
not
they're
by
gonna be
much.
nice.
Spirit of curling
It's a
in play.
junior spiel. Let him try it again. No one's going to World Championships from here.
Yeah, not direct.
Directly, not directly, yes.
Right.
Team Best
Some
trying
of them
to
maybe-
decide between the guard and the hit. Looks like they're settling on the guard.
This one is hanging out a little bit again for Warren.
Yeah.
Just not getting the curl on there.
But should count.
Be shot rock. It's a
Good
Shot.
weight.
Yep. Good recovery, Warren.
Yeah. Curlers from sheet A cheering him on. Henrik obeying his skip implicitly. Explicitly, even.
Shots on B and C simultaneously.
Really got to get this one to curl.
Team
on
Best
sheet
front
C
end
and
really
sheet
trying
B.
to curl that rock into the, being a guard.
Yeah,
Ships
both
his
of
own
those.
out.
Oh, I can't quite get it there. That one hung out again on them.
Couldn't
So
quite get
it's
it under
so
pass
the
to get a second shot
Potential
rock either.
open hit for Team Dial for 2.
They can hit the right way. Evan Dauernheim also with the attempt at a hit.
Hit and roll, yeah. A bit of a long roll to get underneath there.
Looks like it's coming in enough. Just a little. Here we
Roll
go.
hard, roll
hard
hard.
sweep. Come on, Andrew.
Not
All
quite
right.
enough
Got
roll.
the hit, not
Yeah.
the roll.
That was a pretty long roll. That was going to
Yeah.
be tough to get underneath there.
All right, final rock coming up on sheet C for Team Dial.
Straight nose will get him, net him too.
Should.
Line looks good. They're trying to push it in.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that outside red one at all.
Front end working hard to get that.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Oh, did he get the little spin?
Oh,
He got a spin
it
for one
did.
anyway.
got to spin anyway. All right.
Wow, that was playing with fire there for a second.
Yep. Classic junior curling.
Keeps it in the game after
1
6.
point up on the scoreboard. That ties the game up.
So important question: are you playing 7 or 8? Will determine the strategy for these two teams.
Mindy Carlson
And
is
Mindy-
out there to discuss with the skips.
Walking on the bottom of your screen there. Little flash of blue.
Mindy Carlson is our tournament organizer. She's done a ton of work to get this tournament going and keep us all on track all weekend.
And in line.
Yes. We're always in
When
line,
have we
Jamie.
been
I
out
don't know
out
what
of
you're
line,
talking
Jamie?
about.
Yeah, really. Offended.
Feels like I've struck a nerve here.
All right, Evan Dauernheim trying to get that draw underneath again.
And that'll stick around despite Henrik's
And
attempt.
it does get just enough under and a little bit deep, but
Counting end in play.
All right, 7th end underway on sheet C.
So
Team Dial up first, going for the center guard.
yeah, these 4 teams that are here on our B and C sheets, the 2 feature games, they'll be playing again at 12, and they're figuring out who's playing who.
Winners go to the final.
Yep,
losers also to go to a different final.
they'll go to the B final.
Yes,
Yep.
we're calling it the B final. We're not following the traditional ABCD that you see in other Bonspiels.
Yep.
So we only had 12 teams in the competitive bracket here.
Which makes for a nice spiel. Plenty of time between games.
Yeah, we had 2 pools of 4 teams. Everybody played 3 in pool play, and you're seeing the top 2 from each pool playing right now.
Nice center guard there from Team Dial.
And over on A, seeing a couple of red rocks in the house for Potomac 1.
On D.
Oh, D. See?
Again.
That's D.
Again.
It's still D.
Still D over there.
This is Seth Groh's final rock. Red has the hammer, though, so they'll have 1 more.
And an open hit for Andrew Hooper to net him 2.
He's still got a couple rocks.
Oh, he's still got a couple rocks.
I think he would love to get a hit and roll, though.
Hit and roll, tuck it under, and maybe block that back shot.
Sheet D, Yellow's rock is through the house, so
Should be the hammer, looks like, for Sheet D coming
Jeremy
up.
Steele with the hammer shot coming up has a chance to get a 3rd.
I think he's happy that he decided to play it back again.
Discussing with his vice, Liam Kean.
All right, very important for Andrew not to overthrow this one.
Weight looks nice.
It's a little wide.
A little hot. Come back.
Quite wide.
Come back, slow down. Come back, slow down. And the push attempt for a chip, unfortunately, doesn't do very much at that weight.
Nope. All right, so that gives Lappert a chance to cover that up. Potentially put this game away if they can get a steal here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on sheet D, that last rock is through the house, so it's going to be 2 for red.
Jeremy and Seth
I think they are going to just
discussing.
Since Mindy had come out earlier, it was pretty much close to the time limit anyways. So.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like they're going to
Yep,
play
looks
another
like
end.
we're gonna
Play
head down
8.
the other end of the ice. We're here to
Well, they did have their grippers at the other end, so I'm not sure.
No, that's true.
I saw him seeing fist bumps, so I think
see
they
fist
are.
bumps. Yep, and we're hanging
Yep, they're lining up the rocks.
Great
I think
hit
they're
and
done.
roll on by Team Best over
So-
on sheet C.
And the guard attempt looks like it's
Potomac 1 doesn't
hanging
get
out
their
a
2
little
extra
bit.
points in the 6th end, but it looks like they're cleaning up now.
The outturn hit's still an option here on B for 2.
Sheet C, a very clean house. Just 1 rock for Team Best at the very top of the 12-foot. Team Dial's going to look to draw behind it.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Use the guards that you have available.
A little bit staggered.
Oh, it does look like he's
Sweeper's
a
going
little
hard.
light.
Is it going to make it? No, it's going to It's going to hit their own guard.
Not terrible. You get another guard up there. All right, Andrew Hooper's last shot here on sheet B coming in. See if you can throw this one a little better. That looks better to me.
A lot better. As long as that stays and doesn't play off that line.
Oh, don't let it over curl and jam, though.
And we've got the photo lineup for the parents on
And it
sheet
did.
D.
Still, plan A accomplished and took his point. And they'll need to steal one to tie in the 8th end.
No, they
Steal
steal
two.
multiple.
Ooh.
Yeah. They really needed to score there.
Deuce.
Score 2 there. They kind of just fell asleep a little bit, I think, on the sweeping
On the
call.
sweep, yeah. They could have held that out for
Team
sure.
best,
sure.
I think they're looking to clear some guards out. And they got one, but they
cleared their own.
They cleared their own out.
All right, let's see if Team Dial can take advantage.
And the guard stuck, so didn't really accomplish what they wanted there.
Dial the call right under.
Yep.
Here's the shot coming in for Team Dial. Looks pretty good. Got to slow down a little bit, maybe. Carrying
To the back of the house, but
in.
not out.
Yeah,
it is
still
biting at the back of the 12-foot.
And applause for the teams coming off the ice
From sheet D.
from sheet D, which is on the right. In Canada, we go right to left.
Is that true?
Not
That's
even a
true.
little.
I
Not
was-
even a little.
Are we in Canada, Jamie? Remind me.
That was a justification. But
Maybe
it
in
was also a
maybe in
lie.
Australia.
Sounds like excuses.
If you
Yeah,
had said
yeah.
Australia, I might have really believed it for a second.
Well, knowing I've curled in Australia.
Team best
Have you
takes
actually?
that guard out.
No, I'm
Oh,
lying
I
again.
didn't
Sorry.
think so.
Yeah.
Man,
Do the
you
rocks
just
curl the
get
opposite
me every
direction
time.
there?
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know that there was that. I know that Australia and New Zealand both are sparse with the curling club availability,
yeah,
to
for
say
now.
the least.
For now.
And the Philippines also in that region, but friends of this club.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And just promoted to A in Worlds or Pan-Continental.
Pancon, yeah.
Their women's team from the Philippines came to visit us at one of our Bonspiels last winter.
Our own Benjo Delamente, heavily involved with them.
I take credit for him, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah, I brought him into Capital League.
Excellent. Excellent.
Take credit for him. That was definitely me.
Yeah.
It was not all his hard work.
No. It was the
He-
introductions.
He was doing all his hard work that made me notice him, that made me want to play with him. So
Team Dial trying to draw,
Seems to
get
be.
another rock in the house to add to their little biter at the back. Going right through that window. Sweepers got to get on that hard.
And Andrew calling, whoa, we want guards in play.
yeah, that one's. They were trying to draw around.
Yeah, they were
and
trying
it
to
just
draw that through the window and didn't get enough on it. But
Guards their back one.
it guards that back biter. That could be the shot rock. Could get a point out of that. Bess is going to try and clear that guard right away, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, reset.
Avoid the pick.
Yeah, still that guard does make Best have to waste a shot clearing another guard, another shot that they can't use to try and get one in the house. It's a tie game. Every point's going to count
this is
here.
the strategy, though. You want to keep it open so that your skip has
Yep.
a shot at the end. They made the double peel and rolled it.
Very
Not even in
Oh,
the
is that
house.
gonna
Very nice.
roll? Yep, it's going to stay out of the house. It's out of bounds.
Out of play.
All right.
And the rock
Very
on B.
open house now on sheet C. One guard, one biter at the back of the 12-foot.
All right,
It looks like Best is
opportunity.
going to try and draw to the 8-foot under their own guard.
All right, Andrew guarding up. He'll hopefully be sitting 2 in the house after this.
And And it appears that our game over on sheet A is done because they are pushing the rocks back.
Yep.
Sheet A being on the left, of course.
Yeah.
Didn't see the score over there.
Yeah, Charlie Laufer, once he got on the board, basically didn't look back after that.
Yeah.
Team Harrison did score a few here and there, or in the 6th, I believe, and but I think they just ran out of rocks in time to make it up. So.
And Team Dial gets another rock in the house, and it's behind that guard, but it's
also
hittable.
Yeah, and it's also deep in the house too, so not a huge concern.
Best might just ignore it and try and make that draw again. Draw with backing.
And Team Lappert opting for the peel of the guard.
Okay.
With hammer.
Yeah, different situations here. Definitely with hammer and a 2-point lead, you're for sure peeling.
Leave nothing to hide behind.
Tied with hammer is slightly different, but also probably trying to get rid of guards if you can. This one a little bit wide.
If it is,
yeah, we got it.
Does the job.
And they got it as well. Both very nice peels.
And team pictures coming up over on A.
No guards at all on sheet C. Team Dial's looking to split the house. They're going to try and put one on the right side of the house, is where Skip and the Vice were discussing.
This is one of those funny situations where if you watch a pro team talk about the situation on sheet C, they will talk about it for a good 15 minutes, trying to decide where is the exact perfect spot I want to put this to make it very difficult for my opponent.
To make the 12-foot double.
Yeah, and then
Teams from sheet A coming off the ice to a round of applause from all the parents and spectators in the warm room.
And here on B, opportunity for a double.
Over on
keep
C,
things
Team
clean.
Dial got their rock into the house. It's in the 12-foot at the top.
So they're sitting 3 right
They're
now.
sitting 3. I don't know if they have the double.
And double is
Ew.
played
There's
and the
still
roll.
Oh!
Wow, perfectly executed
Rolled
shot.
undercover. Very nice.
Thumbs up and high fives from the warm room.
yeah, just got to shake that off if you're
Yep.
Andrew and Evan. That one went behind the tee, so you have a draw, and there's some guards still in play.
100%.
All right, what did they decide over on C? Are they drawing?
I think they're just going to draw. There's a big scoring area, and they've got
And
hammer.
You've got 2 rocks left. I love taking a practice draw
Yep.
because the rest of your team has been throwing all hits and peels.
I think they
get a
might be
feel
trying
for the
to
weight.
freeze to that
Yep,
back.
and there's still
that
plenty of
left
room.
yellow.
Yep. Looks like Evan is a little bit heavy on this one.
Nice line on that as well, but just a bit up.
Out the back.
Would have been perfect line if he just needed like 6 feet less weight.
All right. Ryan Best is first. Skips rock.
Looks like he's coming
Sweepers are on it right away.
to freeze up.
Yeah, and you can even bounce that yellow too. You
Yeah.
don't need to freeze. Because really, like I said, you're just practicing this draw.
Line looks good.
Get a little bounce, and that's fine.
So Dial probably just looking without hammer to freeze on that,
I would kind of,
or just take it away.
Now this is a tie game, and they don't have hammer.
Are they playing 8? Have we?
They are.
This is 8.
Is this 8?
Is it?
No, this is 7.
This is
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at the R sheet coming back
R
this
sheet,
way,
yeah.
and yeah.
Those measures costing a bit of time. Same shot for Evan.
Yeah, it seems to be a quick line because Henrik also threw his
Yep.
through on
Yep.
that line. So
And he'll adjust well, and let's see what happens.
That looks like room for a hit on C. Let's see
Yep.
how that goes.
This draw looking nice if they can keep it off the guard, which it looks like it is.
No, it's just got to also slow down a
And
little
it's
bit
got to
again.
slow down quite a bit. Here we go.
There we
Here
go. Now get it in. Now get it in there. Come on, guys. Drag it in there. Drag it in there. Oh, they left it too long.
Yep. That was there to be swept.
Comes the shot on C.
Oh,
Looks
he's
like that's just right
not
through.
going to get there.
Nope.
So chance for 2. 4 best.
Skips deuce.
It's got a touch 8.
Yeah, throw
for
the
that
same.
deuce.
See if he. I would throw the same path you just threw.
Yeah.
Like, you know what it does, and you still have that yellow over there. Maybe you can take a little less ice, but I wouldn't. I would just throw the same draw.
Yeah.
Henrik also coming up light on his second attempt at a draw.
A lot of guards in play.
Yeah, let's see if Andrew can use it. He's still got also going for the skips deuce on this one. Skips deuce to steal too is a little trickier than with hammer.
Yep, final shot on sheet C for this end.
It seemed like less weight to me, and the sweepers agree. Just got to make sure it doesn't over curl as well, because on this line, if it's slowing down, it might hit that tangent of the rings where it starts losing the space that you
All 4
have.
of them out to sweep now.
Yeah, it's
Trying
just
to
too
drag
was
that
touch
rock
8.
to the
No,
house,
not
and it's
gonna
not
make
going to
it.
get there. So 1 for red.
And it looks like they.
True to form for that sheet, only getting 1 point.
Andrew now trying to tap his yellow into the red,
Get
maybe.
a piece, but not.
Oh, it
not
didn't get a
even.
piece. And that'll be it for them. There's no way for them to get
handshake.
Fist
now,
bumps
I
and
don't think.
handshakes on sheet C.
Oh, I guess they were out of time then.
Oh, maybe not. Nope.
Nope.
They're hanging
Yeah,
the score. They're going to
I
keep
thought
going.
they were letting him play.
I think they're letting them play 8.
Good. Because the strategy changing a lot in 6, 7, and 8, depending on what time it is.
Okay, no, that is, yeah. They are going to play 8.
All right.
So Team Lappert just needs to not touch that yellow rock at all.
It looks really big from the hack, though.
I know. It's like,
The same draw you've made 100 times before.
Let's go to this view while we're coming down to the last few stones of our sheet B match, and just getting the first couple rocks of the 8th on sheet C.
essentially the only thing that can go wrong for Team Lappert is if they tap the yellow in and leave them that red-yellow combo at the top, run back in. Looks fairly wide enough that it's not going to touch it.
Well
but
enough.
we'll
Sweepers
see.
on it.
Does it have enough weight?
I'd rather miss out.
Yeah, don't touch it. Just stop sweeping.
Trying to push it back in.
Take away the energy.
They're just going to let it die as long as it doesn't promote that yellow up.
Yeah. Take away options for yellow at this point.
It doesn't really have a shot, so maybe he'll play the fun one.
Yeah, I think they're both looking at that raise. Red, yellow. And they're separated enough you can get an angle on them.
Yeah, Andrew, I don't think you're going to get anything for two there, buddy. So
with his final shot.
Yeah.
That's your last rock. Why not try something?
Have fun. Try something fun. I saw this on TV once.
Sheet C just setting up guards. Center guard for best and a corner guard for dial so far.
If you're up by 2, you could play a cleaner house. And what's the rule on tie game today? Is it skip stones, extra ends? Nobody knows.
We didn't even know what the rule was for playing.
That's fair.
Yesterday it
limit,
was
so.
skip stones, but today,
Sometimes on Sundays.
Sometimes
on
it's
Sundays, they might want to play the extra end. I don't know.
well, and sometimes it's different between the semis and the actual final.
Yeah, for the actual finals, it is an extra end.
Yeah, since
I
this is
don't
a
know for the
semi.
semis. With the ice crew staring them down,
Brian
wanting to get started on their scrape.
leaning in and grabbing the rules of play that have been sitting in front of us for the last 2 hours.
It doesn't say. I read it.
Where's our tournament organizer? We need a ruling from the TO.
No, it is right there. It's the second rule. Ties will be broken by skip stones except in the finals. Where they're not
Okay,
trying
there it
to
is.
play.
Bullet point number 3.
All right, here comes Andrew Hooper's last shot.
I don't know what he's doing. He changed the shot from what he was calling when he went down there. Trying
Whoa, that's got so much handle.
to spinny something.
Turning a little much.
Trying to redirect some things.
Something's going to happen, but not what he wants.
Something happened, but not what they wanted.
And
They're shaking
handshakes. Applause from the crowd for a game well played.
Team Lappert gets credit for their 1.
And we can dial it in to
Hey-o.
see. Oh, I've avoided that for 2 hours.
Dial trying to draw undercover, but it's a little heavy. It slips behind the tee line, and Best is going to sweep that out.
Good example of the no-tick rule coming into effect here, too, because that red guard is on the center line.
Yes.
So they are
And
not
this
able
is the
to
fifth
move it
rock.
yet.
They still can't do anything about it.
Well, red won't want to
Well,
move
red
their
won't
own.
want to,
Yeah.
but yellow had to get past it, and they did. Just a little too heavy to stay in.
With this ice, looks like red's
Best is
trying
going
to
to
come
try
in.
and draw around, use their
Yeah,
own card.
they're assuming that the one in the back 8 is not going to be the one that wins it for them.
Yeah. Sweeping hard for line to try to get it around their own guard.
And I don't even hate if it does end up being another guard.
No.
You just don't want to split them too much. That's okay.
That'll stick around and guard that one in back and take away options.
But now they can start peeling the guards.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. Except he might not. They do need to score 2, I guess,
Yep.
Dial. Unless.
They need to at least get 1.
Definitely need to score 1. But with that rock being in the back 8,
Applause.
maybe he was thinking he's not super worried about it. But
Teams from Sheet B coming off the ice.
And then
No
immediately
round of
sent
applause.
back on for a picture.
Parents need their pictures.
Yeah.
I have enough pictures of that kid. Jeez.
So Dial looking to peel guard.
That'll peel 1, maybe 2.
Nope, just 1. That was the critical one to get, though. Best going to draw behind, try and get something on the other side of the house.
Yeah, and they should have a better idea this time.
So we know that Team Lappert will be playing in our A final. at
Waiting to
noon.
see their opponent from this game.
Yep. And Team Dauernheim will be in the B final. So our A final will be on Sheet B, our feature game. And our B final will be on Sheet C.
Well,
Best shot stayed a little wide and went
Yeah.
a little far, and now there's a
Eric
potential
Tudor
double for Team
made the
Dial.
weight adjustment, but didn't quite get the amount of curl they wanted there.
Yeah. This double lined up nicely to spill underneath, too, if they get it.
This might be the case where you do switch gears and just go under the red yourself.
Just ignore those two.
Yeah. I don't hate this call either, but, you know, if you want to score 2, if he makes a good hit and roll here, he doesn't even need to get rid of both. It's just as long as he gets a good hit and roll behind.
But if he noses,
Well, you definitely don't want to roll out completely. Oh, no.
Yeah, he rolled out, but he did get both reds out also.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the red was technically still in play. It was,
So they're putting it back.
yeah.
Out of the house, but still in bounds.
All right, so now Caden Lynch's turn to try to draw one behind that red guard. Still a decent setup for them.
Ideal is a steal, but I don't hate the force here if I'm team best.
The Iceman hates the force. they are looming right now over on sheet A, waiting to get into action. And that one again, it's just not curling enough for him.
And there's the opportunity for the hit and roll under.
Yeah, see if they can get it this time.
Seems like a lot of stones on that side of the ice are running straight. They're not curling back the way the skips think they're going to.
Look at where he put the broom for that one there. Yeah. That's much tighter. That's a good bit heavier, though, too.
That's a rocket coming down the ice.
They need that to
trying to push it, trying to get a little bit inside.
They'll get a piece.
Yep.
Well, now will the catcher come into play? Nope, not quite.
Clean house again. Team best going to try again to put something on the left side of the house under cover.
I feel like he took a little less ice there, but maybe not.
Oh, gosh. That makes
Don't
me
pick up
nervous
the
when they
rock.
do that.
Took a little less ice, but I'm not sure that it's quite enough less ice, so to speak.
Feels like whoever gets under there first is going to be determining the outcome of the end.
Front end's on it to sweep.
Yeah.
That one is curling more, though.
It's curling more. It's
Yeah,
going
it's
to
just
crash their own
doesn't
guard
quite
if it
have
gets
enough weight.
there. Maybe they could promote. No, it doesn't have enough energy to promote.
Doesn't do much to change the face of the end.
Nope.
All right. And nothing on the left side to come in on. You're pretty much forced to play our right.
They're going to keep trying the draw.
Yeah.
See if they can figure out the ice on this one.
3 feet of curl being called.
Yeah, it's got to cross the center line a little bit, so that's
3.5, 4, yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Brian. Line of sight restored for us in the booth.
All right, here comes
It's close if they
Team
got the
Dial
weight for
shot.
it. Yeah, with the sweep,
looks a
that's
little
where it needs to
light.
be all the way, boys.
All right.
Not going to make it.
Yeah.
Not quite.
It blocks up that draw path, makes it harder for everybody else.
And
in the
last night
future.
we were talking about the ice slowing down when 3 groups of 8 come off of it.
When you're the only ones left out there and all that body heat from the sides is gone.
But definitely he's taking a different line too.
Yeah.
That's going to affect it more than anything. I
Forcing
think it's
them
just
out to fresh ice.
Going much
Not-
wider out.
maybe not quite.
And they don't want to accidentally promote that yellow up. They need to
Yeah,
get around.
I'm a little more worried that if they leave another hit and roll opportunity, because this one may not curl as much as the other ones have. Actually, we really haven't seen a whole lot of curl regardless.
Weight's better on this one.
And the handle.
Still open, though. We really got to get this under.
Really trying to push it under. It is not curling at all as it comes into the
Right.
house.
Yeah, he really wants to get
past
that.
tee.
So,
Back of
as
the
you
8
say,
foot.
ignoring this one.
Yeah, you do not need to hit and roll on this one. I think that's part of why they pushed it back there that far. If you make the hit and roll, then you're behind the tee, and then they draw again down towards you and take away your opportunity for 2.
Yep.
Your opportunity for 2 here is to just play the straight draw.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's correct. It's still just going to be tricky to get underneath the cover,
Yeah.
though. Nobody's really been able to get it underneath.
Nobody's figured out the curl on that side of the ice.
Yep.
Definitely just seen some general struggles the last couple ends with draw weight as well.
If you're light, it does curl, and we've seen things curling off to the left. But at draw weight speeds, nobody's quite figured it out.
Confident release.
Yeah, that looked like a similar
No sweep yet.
weight to the last one.
Now the sweepers are going at it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Now's the time to sweep.
You gotta
Trying to
take your
push
pick
it in.
here, guys.
Trying to push it under cover. Again, it's just not
a little
going to
corner
curl
under.
in, but it is going to be shot rock.
Yeah, and that's
I like that. That's pretty good.
yeah.
Back at a 4
That
foot.
guard is going to be just in their eyesight a bit.
Yeah.
I think.
And with the struggle with line, that guard matters. So, and the hit and roll that they want jams
For sure.
the
yeah.
yellow on the red.
And Skip Ryan Best's last shot coming up.
Yeah.
That looks like he was tapping for a draw.
Now, if you're Ryan, the risk reward here is you never want to give up 2.
If I'm Ryan, I'm just mad that my name did not start with a B like it's supposed to.
Brian Best.
Be best.
Yeah.
My name is Brian. That's why I said that.
We're just
to
going
be
pure
clear.
self-absorbed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Brian is the best name.
Ah, yes.
Ryan Best, no. Brian Best.
He came so close,
Yes.
but not quite.
We kid. Okay, so I do believe he was tapping for the draw,
Yeah.
and he can be a little bit heavy as long as he gets a little tighter to that guard and takes a little wick off to the inside.
Sweep immediately. Oh,
Comes the
and
shot.
then right off.
Sweeping right
And
away.
then back on.
Now
to
they're
push.
switching.
Yeah, trying the push. This one's doing that that float, but the weight seems like it might be there. This absolutely has to out.
Gotta go. Gotta bring it in the house. All 3 of them sweeping now.
Yeah, and that just doesn't come back.
Trying to get it. It hangs out there.
Oh, close.
Okay.
Yeah, so draw. Basically
has-
same draw.
Dial has 1.
Yeah.
He
so
needs a
Dial with a
second one
chance
to win.
steal, to take 2.
And that would be the win.
And that would be the W.
This is
Pressure shot.
potentially the last rock of the game.
Yeah, but I love it because it's a shot you just threw.
Yep.
If it hangs, I think what the indication there is not for the hit. He was
Yeah.
tapping the red rock to indicate that if you're a little bit outside of the previous line, you can still play the little roll off of
Tap
it.
and roll. And you're never throwing enough weight to raise that red in.
Not to take your own yellow out, no,
Yeah.
for
No.
sure. You're playing the same draw weight and
Yep.
see if you can get it in there for the win.
Hardest shot in curling. Do that
Same
again.
thing you just did, yeah. It probably will, and they did throw an extra couple of rocks down here now, too, so it'll be a little bit quicker. It's a smidge wider, though, too.
Sweepers are on it
Don't
early.
think they want to do that.
I think they're looking at
little
weight
light.
here.
No, it's outside.
That's outside of
it's just
that red
outside.
rock.
It's starting to curl.
And if,
No,
not
it looks
not
like we
enough.
have bonus curling here.
Yes, we do.
Yep. All right.
1 yellow.
One yellow
Tie
ties
game.
it up.
It was the correct weight. It just was a little bit wider of the line.
And if you're Dial, you've just thrown that
So-
draw they need twice.
Skips rocks, right?
Yep.
Skips rocks.
Skip rocks when it's, yes, because
Yep.
it's not the finals.
Okay.
So bonus curling.
Very, very little bonus curling.
Oh, yeah, fair
Tiny,
enough. Fair enough.
tiny bonus curling.
1 rock each. Basically, you're throwing LSDs.
Yeah.
Yep.
But good point that both of them did throw draws with their last shots.
Yep.
They're going to need to adjust the ice because they want to get it, because those ones were basically making it to the side of the 4-foot.
Yeah.
So bring your ice in a little bit.
Doesn't look like we're doing that, though.
I think they had it just on the edge of the 8
Did
earlier.
they?
So
Okay.
Dial to go first.
This rock looking good. Sweeper staying close.
I like the line better on this one.
Now they're sweeping,
Yeah.
Gotta get it to the button.
slowing down a lot.
Yeah. Hard, hard, hard. They're both calling. This'll be a
Yeah,
good rock, no
on
matter
it.
what it winds up.
A little
Go,
more,
go,
a little
go,
more.
go,
Get it in
go,
there.
Go, go.
As far as
In
you
the
can get
house.
it. Touch an 8.
All right.
All right.
Mark Carlson coming out to measure with the laser.
Yep.
Laser.
And you're hearing Sarah V. All right, Coach Carlson. So regardless of the number, I think the takeaway here is full white will take the game for you.
Yep.
What was the hog to hog on that, Brian? I see your stopwatch
14-8.
in your hand. Okay.
That's a
Still pretty quick ice.
yeah. I mean, like normally we were shooting for 14.5 to get to T.
Yep.
It was between 14.8 and 14.9 somewhere.
Okay. Take about a half second.
Mindy jotting down the measure.
Yep.
All right. Team Best up
All
to
right.
try and beat it.
Your destiny is in your hands, Mr. Best. And a little less ice. Held by Caden Lynch. Though the line was pretty much right on there. And you see Spiel organizer Mindy Carlson on the very left, on the right side of your split. And here we go. Sweepers like
Sweeper's
it.
on it right
Sweepers
away.
on it.
It looks better than the last one, I thought.
Hard, hard. They've got a 8-foot margin of error here.
All three of them out to sweep now.
This is there to be swept. This is
That
there
is
to be
Can't
swept.
hurt it.
Slower than the last one on my
Oh,
clock.
no.
Oh,
Doesn't make it.
no. Oh. Tough shot. 3 feet of difference.
All right.
Congratulations to Team Dial.
Yep. Team Dial going on to the A final. We'll watch that. We'll watch them piped on in about 45 minutes.
Yep.
See you then.
See you then.